So the first thing that I'm going to touch on is a very common scale amongst guitar players, and that's the pentatonic scale. And the reason it's great is for two reasons. One, there's only 5 notes in the scale, so there's not as much to memorize. And two, it has no dissonant notes in there. So if you're improving, playing blues, or just trying to, trading off leads or whatever with another guitar player, what have you, it's easy to get around. So the first thing I want to show you is a pentatonic shape that's really, really common among guitar players. Most of you may already know this, so I'm just going to kind of mill through it real quick. We're going to start up at the 12th fret, all the way on the bottom low E string. Okay, so that's E. And what I'm going to show you is what's a minor pentatonic, so it works really well over E, blues, what have you. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you the shape, and it starts 12th fret, 15, then we're going to skip string, go 12, 14. So far we have. Now you can just play with those 4 notes if you want to. And you're already starting to get somewhere, but we're going to keep going with it. So repeat that shape on the next string. So 12, 14. See, now we've already pretty much covered the whole scale just like that. See, that was pretty easy. Let's keep going. 12, 14 on the next string. 12, 15 on the B string. And then same thing on the high E. So that gives us our box right there. So once again, 12, 15. 12, 14. Very common box to work in there. There's a lot going on. But my point being here is that a lot of people kind of get stuck because they're like, oh, I got 5 notes to work with now. So they go. They might add in some vibrato, some bends. Which sounds great, but it's so just, they get bored with it real easily. And my tip for you guys is I've built a lick that adds in just a few extra notes, and it changes up the sequence a little bit. So it's not just going up and then down, very textbook style. So the way this works, I'm just going to play it kind of slow for you guys, and it sounds like this. What I've done is I've added in just 2 extra notes, and you hear them with hammer-ons and pull-offs. So you have right, so it's just on the top end. It mixes it up a little bit, but I think it's a really cool feel. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bump up the tempo somewhat considerably. Remember, we started at about 85 BPMs, and now I'm shooting kind of for the moon a little bit here, but this is just to make the point, start it slow, get it clean, and then gradually work your way to more brisk tempos. Okay, so now it actually starts to sound like a lick. It sounds cool. And see, that second one was a little cleaner because same thing, I just referenced back to the metronome and it locked me back in. It's a very cool tool to use, and I encourage it for everybody. You'll probably hear me repeating that a lot. Use your metronome, guys. Okay? So you kind of get the idea of where I'm going with this. Basically, I'm taking real simple ideas and common knowledge amongst a lot of guitar players, and I'm just adding a little bit of spice to it, so that way you kind of get the creative juices flowing. Like I said, in case you guys are hitting a wall or not feeling creative, you just add in just a few extra notes and little stylistic things, and before you know it, you'll be more musical than you can ever imagine. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to catch me next week with a brand new lick, and I hope to see you guys then. Take care.